Hello everybody, and since today is May the 4th, which if you didn't know is Star Wars Day, I thought I'd be giving a quick ranking on every single Star Wars figure I own from worst to best. So, to start with, we've got this thing here. This came in the LEGO Star Wars Advent Calendar from last year, and it's not really a figure, but Brickset, which is what I use to collect all my figures and data, actually counts it as a minifigure, so it's nothing that special. It's just kind of like this black drone thing with a needle on the end attached to a clear tube. So yeah, not really a figure, but I just thought I'd put it last on this list. Next up, we have the Stormtrooper from, I believe, 2021, I think this is from. It is a good minifigure, and I do quite like it, but my one issue is this helmet piece. Ignore this face print, it's not the right face print. I just put it here because I took the face off the Stormtrooper to build my custom Dr. Octopus figure. So I just put a random head underneath since you can't see it. But yeah, I just think this helmet here is a bit oversized compared to another Stormtrooper helmet you'll see later on the list. Although the torso and leg printing is very nice, but it's also less superior compared to another kind of trooper figure later on the list. So that's why the Stormtrooper is second to last. Next up is the Tuffskin Raider, which I think is quite a nice figure. This is also the figure from 2021. It's quite nice. I like the specially moulded head. It's quite a nice piece, and I think it might be dual moulded or single moulded, I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. And it's got some nice torso and legs, which has kind of got outside use for other than Star Wars, because it could just be just generic clothes for another character. So yeah, here is the Tuffskin Raider. Next up is the first droid on the list, and only droid on the list, and that is, I believe his name is IG-11 from the Mandalorian. Now, there might be a bit of a trend with minifigures you'll see on this list, and most of them are, or if not all of them, other than like one, is from the Mandalorian, but mainly because that's one of my favourite Star Wars shows and favourite Star Wars bit of media, so I got most of the sets from it. So, yeah, it's quite a nice figure. Then I like the printed head that they've got on it. As you can see there are his eyes, I believe those are silver dots there. Nothing interesting on the torso, no printing anywhere else on his body. Yeah, lack of articulation in the legs, which kind of reminds me of a mini doll. And I don't really like the way that mini dolls can't... Oh, I've just snapped his head off. The way that mini dolls can't move more than one leg at one time. But that's okay. So that's why IG-11 is placed at number 6 on this list. In at number 5, we have a Mandalorian, but this is the Mandalorian, or Din Djarin, I think. But this is him in his Christmas form, from the Star Wars Advent Calendar. So here's his helmet, which is the same as another Mandalorian figure you'll see later on the list. But the reason this minifigure is below is because, other than the arms, legs, and helmet, this minifigure only has one-time purpose, and that is during Christmas because of the printing on the scarf here. And it doesn't have a cape, or a jetpack, unlike the other figures. And the scarf does go through onto the other side. But I think what would have been nice is if they may not have included a print, and included one of these scarf pieces instead. So then you could have the figure. I don't know if the helmet would actually fit. This is the first time I've tried this, but the figure would actually fit. No, the helmet doesn't fit, but if they would have, the figure could have had the regular printing. But I am kind of glad they gave it an exclusive print to make this figure feel rare. So yeah, so next up at number 5 spot is the Shadow Trooper. Now, I'm not sure where this figure's from, to be honest. This was the Stormtrooper helmet I was on about. I honestly have no idea what this Trooper's from. I think it may be from one of the animated shows, like Clone Wars or Rebels, but I'm not sure. But yeah, it's a really nice figure. It is normally supposed to have good metal arms, but I lost them, so I've just got these regular black arms instead. But I think they still look nice. And this is what I was on about the Stormtrooper helmet. how, if you compare these two, the white one is a lot bigger and more bulky than this one here, which means this one can actually move more on a figure than this other white one. So yeah, now onto the printing of this figure. The legs are quite basically printed. It's just got the same regular Stormtrooper printing you would find. Then up onto the torso. I do quite like the torso print in the back. It's just got the angry clone head that most Star Wars figures have. Nothing special about it. But yeah, quite a nice figure. Coming in at number 4 is one of my favourite, and that is the child in his Christmas jumper, which I think, mate, looks really nice. As you can see here, it's got the child or Grogu or Baby Yoda or whatever you call him's head. He's got pupils and his eyes are printed on, as you can see there. And I really like this baby piece. This is the first, well, other than another figure that's going to be on later on this was the first time I got the baby minifigure piece. And it's quite a nice piece. It's a lot smaller than I was expecting, because I was expecting it to be like the this Minecraft baby piglin figure, but it wasn't. It's actually the piglin's quite a bit bigger than the Grogu one. But yeah, the Grogu is very nicely printed. I think this may be dual molded. I'm not sure. The torso, but yeah. So yeah, that's how big I was expecting it to be, but it doesn't matter because it's a nice figure. Good for what it works with, and overall great. Okay, we're up to the top 3 now. If you could tell, I don't actually own that many Star Wars figures, but we have the Scout Trooper. Now, I really like this figure. It is just really cool and detailed. I like this. The helmet is just incredible. I think it goes really well, but I think the best bit about it is the torso and legs. And this is what I was on about compared to the other Stormtrooper. I think the amount of detail that's gone into this is a lot better than what went into this. Now, I don't know if that's due to budgeting or anything, but I think the legs and the torso just look so much nicer with the the black arms and the leg printing. And it's probably just a lot more detailed, maybe because it's just, I don't know. And it's also got prints on the mask. It's got a generic, I'm not sure, I think that's Lex Luthor from DC's head, or like basically any character ever, really. Lego use this head quite a lot. But yeah, so this figure is very nice, and that's why it's made it number 3. Now we're on to the final 2, which are definitely my favourite 2, and it is the Mandalorian in his regular form. So comparing this figure to the Christmas one, it's basically identical. I just put this one ahead because of the lack of scarf, so it can be like used more times than just Christmas. So you've got the helmet here, which is quite nice. No heads. I believe the new, his new ship that is coming out soon, I don't know if it's out already, actually comes with his head print, his face print, which is very nice. I'm glad they've done that. His cape is a nice piece. It's a different cape, I believe. I don't know what other characters it's on, but it's that nice cape material. It's got lovely arm printing. I'm glad there's more arm printing on these Star Wars figures compared to like Ninjago and Marvel figures. He's also got leg printing, and just, yeah, it looks a very nice figure, and just goes, it's quite accurate to the show as well. So yeah, I'm glad I've got this figure. Now finally, at number 1, if you didn't guess, it is the child or Grogu or Baby Yoda, but in his non-Christmas form. Because, well, this is just the best Star Wars figure I own, in my opinion. Because just, I really like his I just think he's a cool figure, and obviously all the Baby Yoda memes towards the start of Mandalorian Season 1. And it's just a cool figure, and that is why Grogu, the child, or Baby Yoda, is my favourite Star Wars minifigure. So thanks for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.